Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Hickory Women's Expo. And is everybody having a good time so far? Wonderful. I am one of the organizers alongside my brother. So I know you and I were in a class. So if you're wondering why I ducked out for a few minutes and then I came back, I was doing this. So I'm like working and trying to enjoy this show at the same time. So I am very excited to announce Kathy or to introduce Kathy. She's becoming a really wonderful friend of mine, and I love that. I know that she has a 30-year interior design career, and she has a real dedication for really helping to help people make their spaces very personalized for their lifestyle, for their needs. She's also the owner of Southern Heritage Home in the Hickory Furniture Mart, and I know you're going to do some exciting events, coming up in there as well. And that's the hard thing about interior design. I actually do have an interior design degree myself, so I have a different appreciation for what Kathy does, and to always stay, involved, on trend without being too fad-like is very, very tough. And it's always funny when we see the same things come back over and over and over again. But I'm not in that world anymore, so it's wonderful to have a friend who is. So Kathy, come in and join us on the stage. Let's give her a warm welcome.
I know, it's hard to push in, right? Want me to hold it for you?
Got that, but now I just have to make sure it's on.
Okay. As they talk to each other. You know what? Hold on. It should be on.
No, this doesn't even have the light on right now.
Oh, okay, all right.
Sorry about that, guys. I saw that up on your screen. I didn't even think about that screen. Yeah, no, I don't want to go that far.
It's on. There we go.
Yay! Here I was looking to see if the lights are okay.
Can y'all see the screen okay?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Coming to focus. There we go.
Okay. All right, awesome. Oh, microphone. I need this. Okay. All right, so thank you, Kate, for the great introduction. And I am just so glad to be here today, to get to be one of the speakers. And thank you for giving some of your time to me today. I really do appreciate that. So we're going to talk, I want to just give you a little bit of history and background about myself. I know Kate shared with you some things, but so I started my journey very young. I decided interior design was my thing. So I went to Illinois State University and got my design degree. After that, I came to High Point, North Carolina. I knew it was the furniture capital of the world here in North Carolina. And I started in photography and studio design, making those beautiful furniture catalogs that you look at. I might be one of the people who designed those spaces. And after that, I moved in with furniture sales with, some of you may know Boyle's Furniture back in its day. Well, I was there for 16 years, really made my home. Had no intention of going anywhere else. I loved it, loved sales, but that just wasn't the way the game was going. In 2008, we hit a recession, and so I had to figure something out. And fortunately, I had amazing clients who came to me and said, this is brick and mortar. It doesn't matter, Kathy. You tell us where you're at, we're going to come to you. So they gave me the courage to start my own design business. And so I did, and I had a lot of fun, I found, doing that. And I did it for several years, having my own design business. And then these are some of the homes that I've done here. I did residential and commercial design. I've worked with clients from the East Coast to the West Coast. Some folks I never met in person, just helped them furnish their homes. I've done things in Australia, Saudi Arabia, France, and many other places. But during this time, I also discovered there were furnishings that I couldn't find for my clients. So I started scratching my head saying, well, I know what I want. So I just put pen to paper and started designing some things. I started with a couple jewelry chests that I wanted. I took it to some furniture manufacturers and they said, well, yeah, we like this. I was like, okay, cool. And before I knew it, I was designing furniture for different manufacturers. These are some of the things that I've done, and I am still continuing to work with manufacturers doing some furniture designs. Well, in 2019, I got a phone call from the past president of Boyle's Furniture, and he calls me up and he says, Kathy, I got 4 stores up in Hickory at the Hickory Furniture Mart. I want you to come and run them. I was like, okay. And so I talked with my children who were getting out on their own and everything, and they, Mom, go for it, do it. And my husband and I were becoming empty nesters, so we did. So I came on board, and I started with him, and within 3 years, my husband and I bought the company. So we are now the owners of Southern Heritage Home, and it's been a really fun time for us. We've really enjoyed the adventure of it all. And as I said, we're in the Hickory Furniture Mart, so just across the street. We're on the 4th floor. What I've discovered this last year is, I don't know if you all have noticed, but there's a lot of people coming our way, moving here. And they've left and sold everything, and they're doing entire homes. So this is where we have decided to integrate Kathy Gordon Interiors, a full-service interior design, along with selling our furniture, accessories, and everything. But some people needed help with, I need help with kitchen cabinets, I need help with flooring, and I need help with everything. I need help in construction. So we're like, okay, let's do this. And that's one thing we like doing, is to continue to grow, to continue seeing what else we can layer into us for our customers and the consumers. So let's get to it. You're here to hear about design trends, right? So there's so many different trends out there right now. And I want to tell you, first of all, a trend is different than a fashion or a style. A trend can have a very, very short life. I mean, it could be weeks to months to a year. It may even grow into a style and a fashion. So that's where you've got to, I want you to know your lane, know your style, know your look, so that you don't get caught in, Hobby Lobby or wherever you are, and, oh, that's pretty, I like that, and take it home. It's like, I literally have no place for that. And I've just wasted my money, and who can I give this to, right? I know we've all done it, right? We bought that dress because, oh, that's super cool. I'll wear that. That's really different. But does it still work for you? Maybe or maybe not. We all have that one item in our closet still, oh, I might like that one day. I'm still going to hold on to it, but we never really get it out and wear it. We end up giving it away. So that's where I want you to know what your styles are. And if you want a trend, if you want to test a trend out, test it out. See if you like it and how it feels in that. But do it in small ways so that if you decide, it's really not my thing, okay, it's a small little investment you made. Give it away and let it find a new home, okay? So, okay, who remembers The Devil Wore Prada, right? Okay, she had the cerulean sweater on. And, she was told, all right, so you're making fun of this fashion dress here? Well, that started in high fashion, and trickled down to our everyday wear. Well, that's the same all throughout the industry. It doesn't just happen in clothing, it carries over. Look at the wall colors, the paints, they're there, even into the furniture. So all these trends, they collate all throughout industries. So when you're going to see it one place, watch it. You're going to start seeing it in other places. Think about the cars on the road. I'm having so much fun looking at different vehicles and SUVs and how they're doing fun colors. You used to go buy a new car. It was white, black, silver, maybe blue, maybe some version of a blue, right? Well, now, you can custom color it, the two tones, they are so fun. And this is 2025 that we're looking at right here, okay? So these are what is coming into trend now. And I get great joy. I want, when I replace my vehicle, to get some kind of fun color next time. And maybe that two-tone look. And then for some of us who we can go back, do you remember back when silver was it? We talked about that. Silver was it. Everybody was literally replacing every brass doorknob, hinge, anything. We were selling our gold jewelry so that we could buy silver. Right? So now that trend has switched again. And now we're into the beautiful brasses and into golds. And you can see it, all of the hardwares on cabinets. You're going back to those beautiful brass knobs and bathroom and kitchen fixtures. They're all shifting again. So there's multitudes of colors now that are available and in trend, in style. This blush color, I want to talk about this for a minute. Blush started as a trend, and we saw it coming into the clothing industry, and then we saw it at market when we were going in and looking at the furniture and everything, and all the walls and all the furniture. They were coming up with blush chairs and settees. It's even bigger now, and it's now becoming a style. So it's kind of surpassed the trend where in every avenue you're seeing it. You're seeing it in clothes, you're seeing it in fashion, you're seeing it in accessories, earrings, bracelets, you're seeing it in pillows, even your soft goods on top of the bed. You've got a wall, you've got soft goods on the pillow, and even on the chair. So this is now what's gone into a fashion style. Okay, don't kill me, I'm just the messenger. But those tight jeans, say bye-bye. They are done, they are gone, they are history. The updated look is a little bit higher waist and a nice flare to them. So that's our next trend that we're going into. Okay? Kind of crazy when you start to think about it and how it all kind of comes together, right? So now, what I want to talk about is, and a lot of times people have trouble with this. We as designers will ask, okay, I need help with my room. Great, what's your style? I don't know. I like this, I like this. Well, what I recommend is a picture's worth 1,000 words. So if you can go to Pinterest and pick things you like, start your own design board. You can look at magazine pictures, anything that you like. Look at what you like, but just as importantly, look at what you don't like. This isn't me. No, this is a no. So when you talk with a designer, whoever it is, you can say, okay, I love this. I love this chair. Hate the sofa. I don't like this. I love this color, right? So now what we're doing is we're putting that storyboard together. We're figuring out who you are. And trust me, I can see your room by the things you're telling me much faster than you can. My job is to get you there to what I envision. And now realize, I've been trained in this, okay? So that's why I can do it much faster than you. My job is to get you to see, oh, I see where you're going with this. Oh, I like that. Okay, great. But we got to get to where you are, what style you are. And that's where these conversations start. So this is what we call modern class casual. This might be for those young people who are starting out and they're not keeping anything. They got 3 to 5 years, they're going to use it, fun, play with it. It may not be expensive. They might do a big mural on the wall or something splashy. They're going to buy fun, trendy furniture, but they know they're going to swap it out too. This is not forever stuff. Okay? But when you go into what we call the fresh, traditional, classic, okay, here we've got a beautiful room where we've brought in tradition. You know, at a first glance, it looks a nice traditional room. But I want you to look at the artwork that they brought really fun, punchy art into it. We've brought in the draperies. Draperies are in, and they're in big. And let's talk about that just for a minute, because most people do their draperies wrong. When you buy draperies, if you have them made, whoever's making them is going to tell you want them 2 to 3 times the width of the window. A lot of people buy one panel and say, okay, it goes across, it's nice and flat, it covers the window. That's wrong. If you want to do it right, you want it to have beautiful curve all the way through the window, even as you close them. Okay, so think about that. So you want to do double or triple size the width of the window so that even if they're open, they have got nice folds in them. So just a little tidbit there. All right, so moving on again. We look at here, they put a nice wool neutral rug, not a big old traditional, lots of pattern. This is just nice and neutral, so it lets all of this speak, but this is what grounds it. And then what's also fun is we brought in a really fun, a little bit more contemporary table in there, just to jazz it up and say, that can be fun too. Okay, this style is called modern upscale. So these people like a really sophisticated, high-level look. They are going to be very meticulous on anything they bring into their house. They are going to analyze and say, yes, this is me. No, it's not. I'm sorry, you can't come in. You know, they're going to, everything has a reason to be in there. Oops, I wanted to go back. Okay, we'll just go ahead and jump on. Oops, I shouldn't have done it. Come on. It really jumped. Okay, there we go. All right, so just before I left here, I wanted to point out like the chandelier, the big art, the massive pieces. You know, it's not a lot, but it's important pieces, you know, that are really making the statements in the rooms. Okay, this is a minimal contemporary. So for these folks, they like it more relaxed. They like natural fibers. They want it more organic, and they're willing to try new things. These people might be what we call foodies. They like to experiment with fun, different foods, and they like maybe a little funky in their house, and that's pretty cool. So this is transitional. A lot of us know and understand transitional, where it's not the mahogany or the cherry that, you know, once upon a time people had, but it's fresh. They're bringing in oak and maybe different colors into it, but it still has the beautiful kind of traditional lines to it. And they know their lane, and they stay in their lane. So this is Farmhouse Cottage, and Farmhouse Cottage has moved a lot away from those grays that they were doing, right? Gray, 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 gray. Well, again, don't kill the messenger, but gray's done. It's over. Let's move past it. You know, unless it's your absolute love of your life, then great, embrace it and do it. But for the general consensus, again, I'm being your messenger. What we're moving towards is softer palettes, you know, soft, creamy whites, not white, just a soft, natural, you know, tone. And then I like this one. Whoops, I keep doing it. Keep pressing the wrong button. I don't know why it does that. It really jumps. Okay. That's all right. We'll go on to this one. So this is kind of our, it's a cottagey kind of farmhouse look too. Where here, and this is actually a friend of mine's home, where she mixed different chairs, and then she did a really fun rug under the table. and then a very farmhouse-looking chandelier at the top. And you can see where she's blended a lot of different, antiques and things. This has taken years to develop, this kind of look. But it's kind of a fresh take on that cottage look with a little bit of traditional. And here, are we not all moving outdoors? We love to be outdoors. Those sunrooms, those porches, screened-in rooms, whatever they are, we really love to be outside. So here, they're really embracing it with the different layers of rugs again that she's done, different rugs, different textures, all kinds of textures, fun pillows, all different types in here. And there is not one set of furniture. It's not like one set. She's blended all different textures and things in here to make it really an inviting, warm space, even adding, an outdoor light there. So when you're playing with your outdoors, think about that. Can be collections of different things that you have that you're just going to pull out here and use. It works beautifully together. Okay, so here, this is a beautiful bathroom. And how many of us would think to put draperies in our bathroom, right? Or a chandelier over your tub? Well, this was one of my friends. She did. Yeah. And she's just got a great eye for things. She even put a lucite little metal chair there, a great little end table where she's got her soaps and different things, and then a fun pedestal in the back with a beautiful vase. But it creates just a gorgeous space. It's just thinking a little bit differently out of the box, right? What else could I add to kind of jazz up my space just a little bit? That's what we designers are here to help you with. I like my room, but it's missing something. What's it missing? What else could we do? And it's just playing, but playing in your style box that you like. So here we've got that very traditional bedroom, okay? And I wanted to show you what a lot of us grew up and a lot of us still have beautiful mahogany, cherry, furniture, and we love it. I've got a gorgeous mahogany bed that I will never get rid of. Now, it's moved to my guest room, but I love it still. And we should. If you've got beautiful things, I am never going to come in your house and say, you have to get rid of everything. I want to tell your story. I want to weave the new with the old, and it just creates who you are. So here, what she did, which is really cool, it's a little bit hard to see. She bought an estate settee. But what she did, which was really fun, is she found it's actually a cheetah print velvet. So she had that settee reupholstered, and she put that beautiful fabric on it. But look how beautiful this room is. This is like, she's all in. She committed to this. So, sometimes we say, go bold or go home. She went bold. Same's true down here. Ceilings, gosh almighty, ceilings have become a big deal now. We're doing all kinds of fun things. Here they did a beautiful wallpaper, very traditional dining room suite, but look how they brought it up to date with those nice creamy walls and then a pop of the blue that they took from the ceiling down to the table and down to the chair seats. So it still has a fun little whimsy, and they did just, again, a nice neutral rug. So it's a beautiful, soothing palette, and it's very inviting and not over-intimidating, and a little element of surprise. And I love this, how we can create collections. So here, what's awesome is they've taken all this artwork. They have not reframed it all in the same color frame. They kept it all in its originals, but they created a collage on the wall. And isn't that much more interesting? You've got different textures, different colors. They've got photographs. They've got different pieces in them. But it's just so lovely how they've brought it all into their story of their room. And you can tell they've collected things probably from all over the world. Down here, this again, it shows a room where this has been over time. They've collected different things. They've brought new things. They brought in, they've got a cozy little sitting area here with lots of fun accessories and beautiful pictures and a cute little table and chairs. And look, this fun little funky, just arbitrary modern chair just popped in, just because. But it works well. It's a very fun, eclectic look. And that's why I say sometimes just play with things and see. Live with it for a little while and see what you like. Decide how much you like. Some people like a lot of things and some people don't like a lot of things. And you have to figure that out too. So these are the trends for 2025. These are your colors. This has been color forecasted through so many people in the industry who come up with what the colors are. And so here they've got these colors, which you can see are much more earth-toned. Even Kohler is already announcing, this fun bathtub. And I know it's hard to see, but this is a deep, rich green vanity sink. So greens have been in for a while. They're in, green and blue, they come and go, but they come back all the time. They come, they go, they come back, but in different versions. So here you can see, their interpretations, what they're looking at for 2025. And again, I'm going to tell you that if those aren't your colors, don't worry about it. Don't go there. If that's not your comfort zone, don't do it. I want you to stay in what makes you happy and gives you joy. So here, though, again, we can see where they've brought those colors into the different rooms. So now what we're going to talk about is color drenching. So do you know that in the very early 1900s, color drenching was very, very popular? If you go into some of the historic Charleston homes, you're going to see color drenching on the walls. What they're doing is they're taking from the top of the ceiling all the way down, all the molding, baseboard, everything, one color. And that was very popular back then. Well, then we moved away from that. And we moved over here where we did our trims and our baseboards white, which probably most all of us have, and we did our painted walls, right? Well, what's happened now is then the color drenching came back, and it started with our builders. So the last 10 to 15 years, what the builders have been doing is, and maybe it's to cut costs, I'm not sure, but anyhow, what they were doing is they did the ceilings, the walls, the trim, and the baseboard, all neutral. And that has kind of become a trend now, okay, to do that. Everything's all the same color. And it looks really pretty, and it looks just as beautiful in the neutrals as it does if you want to color drench an entire room. We've even gotten as far as doing the ceilings. Look at how this, for a little foyer area, looks so dramatic, right? When you color drench the ceiling and the walls, everything, you're just kind of taking away the different points, that separate, and it's just very uniform, just beautiful. Even over here, where they did this deep, rich brown, but you can just catch the tip of it where they did a beautiful kind of green ceiling. So that's a different form of color drenching, but again, it's top to bottom. We're not framing out the doors, the trim, the baseboard. So if this kind of gives you joy and you want to play in this, try it out. Try it in one room. See how you like it. This is another super cool thing that has been starting to be seen, and you can Google and start looking if you're interested in wall murals. There are so many out there, and they're not expensive, surprisingly, and if you want to just kind of, I say kind of tip your toe in, but in a way, but give a dramatic space to a room, this is a super neat way to do it. This is one massive mural, and look how it just focuses over the beautiful bedroom and everything. It just takes it to a different level, right? A really elegant space. So it's, again, something fun, but wallpaper's back. Just like draperies, everything that goes out comes back, but in a new way. So this is the new way. So let's take a minute to look at some of the wallpaper ideas. Here again, I'm talking ceilings, fun patterns on that ceiling. Look at the pretty doors, how we're doing doors, such pretty different colors, the pretty wreath on it. Then over here, if you're like, I don't know if I can do a big pattern on my walls, don't. Maybe just bring in a beautiful neutral texture to the walls. Doesn't that create a beautiful softness? I love it. And then the draperies, everything just kind of very cohesive look to it all. And your eyes have so much movement. You're looking all around the spaces. Your eyes are traveling everywhere in this room. And that's what you want your eyes to do. You want your eyes to travel and kind of see all of it. This is just someone who said, yep, I'm going bold and I'm doing it. So here they did the entire room. They did the wallpaper. And it looks really fun and cute. Why not? Okay, here's a new word for you if you haven't heard of it. Biophilic. This is where we've gone so much to, our organic foods and organic textiles, so many things we want to know. Is it cotton? What's it made out of? What's in the products I'm buying out there? You want to know. You're getting educated, right, on what's the makeup, what's the skincare I'm putting on my face, on my body, in my home. People are asking these questions, and they're very much wanting to know and wanting to bring nature back in. We all work inside now, most of us, more than histories ago. So we want to bring some of that outdoors back in. And this is a great way. Restaurants in different places, you're really going to notice this. But they're also coming into the homes. So this is where they're bringing those natural colors. They're bringing in big, beautiful, luscious plants. Even in the pictures, botanicals are back in style, bringing that in. Brick and different boards and textures like that are all part of what that is. Stone, natural finishes is all kind of what that whole biophilic feel is. And here we're talking about, again, a little bit about those furniture trends where I want you to walk carefully, okay? There's trends that are great. These curves, really fun. But now mind you, when we buy a chair, how long are we usually buying it for? I'm buying it for a long time. So if you like that curved chair and you're going to own it and love it for years, do it. If you aren't, buy a lamp or a pillow, okay? So I want you to think about those things. This is hard to see, but this is what's called tambored. It's kind of like beadboard if you think about it, but it's little curves, kind of like what my fingers do. How they go like this, they roll. That's what that bed is doing. I saw this all over the furniture market. Big. Great, I love it. Will I bring it to my store? Absolutely. Is it for everybody? Absolutely not. Again, how often are you going to buy a bedroom? I want you to know you love it. If you love it and you say, I can live with this for a long time, I like it, yep, that's me, perfect. Then I want you to buy it. But I want you to think about those things. Before you buy anything, I want you to just think about, how long am I going to like this? Is this really what I like? And is it going to give me joy? So I want you to see the pros, the cons, and I want you to think about this stuff is what I'm really trying to get us to do today. So, since COVID, holy moly, when our stores opened, I had people racing into my store. I need something that looks like and acts like a desk. Okay, a table, I'll take it, buy it, done. Okay, I gotta have something that I can work on. I gotta go to a different room. I'm gonna take a hall, I'm gonna take the kids' room, I gotta have my husband has to move from my dining room table. That cannot remain his office anymore. Get me something, right? Well, then what happened is we were making makeshifts for these folks, anything to get them off the dining room table. So what's happened now is a lot of these folks aren't going back to work. They're saying, oh, this works for you. Or they're advocating for themselves. I like this. Do you know how much more work I can get done for you? out of my house. So now they come back and they're like, okay, now I need a real office, Kathy. Okay, let's do it. And a lot of husband and wives, or you've got teammates that are working, so you need those double desks. We can help you. Come in and see us. We'll hook you up. So whatever it is. Also, ergonomic chairs. Holy moly, if you're going to be sitting all day, I want you in something comfortable that works for you. So come in and get really fitted for your chair. Make sure it's comfortable and you can sit there for a long time and work comfortably in it. And then we're going to say just a little bit here about mixing highs and lows. What I'm talking about here is, where are you going to put your money? I love this mirror, how it also functions as a mirror, but it also functions as a great piece of artwork. That's a good investment piece. If you like that, that's a great investment. It's great for the walls. It's fun to look at, but it's also functional. This is a pretty console. I know it's hard to see, but a good console as a grounding piece is great to spend money on. A fun lamp, if you love it and, that's great. Or if you like the green, and I can be happy with that for a while and know later down the road, you're tired, you're done with it. Okay, you haven't invested too much in it. Same with some of our accessories. You can buy gorgeous accessories that you're going to have forever, or you can buy them less expensive and play with them for a while, and okay, when they're tired and done. Same with your colors. If you want to bring some of those color trends in, you see these different things out in the stores, sure, test them out, bring them in where they might work for you. That same is true with some of accessories and pillows and things like that. That's where you can change them out. Someone was telling me before we started how they have a friend who changes their draperies season to season. Okay, if you like doing that, go for it. I change my pillows on my sofas kind of season to season. I like doing some of that. My fireplace mantle changes season to season. That's too much. I can handle that much, right? So I'm good with that. And if you don't know where to go and you don't know where to start, come in and see us. Talk to a designer. Talk with my salespeople. Come into our store because we can help you. Bring your floor plans in. Bring pictures in. Whatever you're stumbled with, we can help you. Even if it's like, I need pictures, I need a throw rug, I need lamps, anything. Or just help me put this room together. Or maybe you've got a room that really needs furnishing and you need our help. We're here to help you. That's what we do. That's the front of one of our stores, and you can come in and see. And that's the other great thing is you get to come in and see and get ideas. You get to try it out, sit on it, see how you like it, see what's out in the trend world. If you haven't been shopping and come into a furniture store, you might want to just come in and look. I am, being an interior designer, I am very much about staying on trend in my stores. And I have a fabulous merchandiser and visual designer who helps set up our floors. And our goal every time when we do a space is, I want that whole thing. I love that. Just give that to me. Bag it up. We love that. That's what gives us joy. Is we know we nailed it when we put a beautiful buffet, the accessories, the lamp, and gorgeous pictures all together, and you say, I want the whole thing. Even here when we do our sectionals and we try to put some beautiful lighting and art and accessories all together, fun dramatic pieces, and this is where we might push you a little bit. Well, I would have never thought of doing that, but they gave me permission. That's what they did, so I can do it too. Yes, and that's what we want to do too, is maybe stretch you a little bit. Here, kind of flanking these beautiful pictures with a spectacular mirror and console. Plus, you get to come in, and if you don't like that finish, let's change it. You want it blue? We can do it blue. So, in conclusion, I hope I've given you some ideas. I hope I've opened your eyes to be brave, take chances, try different things, look at things differently. If you don't know how, get our cards. We'll come help you. We're at booth 1410. Come and see us and talk to us some more about what you're looking at and what you want help with. And finally, I'd just like to know before we close if anybody has any questions about what we've talked about today. I know it's a lot. If there aren't any questions, I thank you so much again for giving us your time. And I hope you have a great day. Go finish up seeing some more vendors and have some fun. Thank you.